The return of college football is always a moment of pure electricity, sending waves of excitement through fans across the country. Stadiums fill with anticipation, tailgates buzz with energy, and the air is thick with hope for a new season. But this year's season opener wasn't just another game, it was an event that instantly felt historic, a matchup destined to be remembered. Number 9 LSU squared off against number 4 Clemson, two powerhouse programs colliding in a heavyweight clash with early championship implications. The stakes couldn't have been higher. Under the bright lights of Clemson's home turf, LSU emerged victorious with a gritty 17-10 win, making a bold statement on the national stage and silencing doubters. For head coach Brian Kelly, this was more than just a win. It marked his first season-opening victory at LSU, finally breaking a frustrating streak and setting a new tone for the program. The game itself was a chess match, a tactical battle where every decision mattered. It wasn't just offense versus defense, but two elite coaching staffs locked in a strategic duel, fighting for every inch on the field. Clemson's home crowd roared with passion, creating a deafening atmosphere, but LSU's determination was unmistakable. They were hungry to reclaim their place among college football's elite. Every play was a fierce contest, every yard hard-fought, as both teams battled relentlessly for early season respect, momentum, and a shot at greatness. The stage was set for drama, and the players delivered. A season opener that will be talked about for years to come, truly a night to remember. The first half was a defensive slugfest, with both teams refusing to give an inch. Every yard was hard-earned, and the tension on the field was palpable as players battled for every possession. Both offenses struggled to find any rhythm as quarterbacks faced relentless pressure and running backs were met by walls of defenders at the line of scrimmage. Clemson managed to capitalize on an LSU fumble, turning the turnover into the first points of the game with a well-executed field goal. The crowd erupted, sensing the importance of every single play. But LSU quickly responded, drilling a remarkable 52-yard field goal to tie the score and swing momentum back their way. The stadium buzzed with anticipation as the teams traded blows. Clemson's gutsy fourth down calls kept their drives alive, and a determined touchdown run by Adam Randall capped off a crucial series. As the teams headed to the locker room, Clemson held a hard-fought 10-3 lead at halftime. After halftime, the energy shifted. LSU's offense found new life, and freshman Cade powered through the Clemson defense for a game-tying touchdown, making it 10-10 and igniting the LSU sideline. Both defenses continued to battle, but LSU's rebuilt unit began to assert itself, ramping up the pressure on Clemson quarterback Cade Klubnik and forcing hurried throws. A pivotal moment came when LSU intercepted a pass, halting a promising Clemson drive and keeping the score deadlocked. The momentum seemed to shift with every possession. The tension on the sidelines was intense, as coaches and players strategized for any possible edge. With the score tied heading into the final quarter, every decision felt monumental. Under the bright stadium lights, with the crowd on the edge of their seats, the stage was set for a dramatic finish that would decide it all. With the score tied at 10 deep in the fourth quarter, LSU quarterback Garrett Nussmeier faced the biggest moment of his young career. The stadium was electric, every fan on the edge of their seat as the pressure mounted with each passing second. Nussmeier took command, orchestrating a poised, 11-play, 73-yard drive that showcased his maturity and confidence. He picked apart Clemson's defense with a series of sharp, decisive throws, reading the coverage and making quick decisions. He connected with Aaron Anderson on several crucial plays, moving the chains and keeping the drive alive. The offensive line, under immense pressure, held strong, giving Nussmeier the time he needed to execute. As LSU entered the red zone, Nussmeier's composure never wavered. He found tight end Trades Green for a perfectly placed 8-yard touchdown, capping off the drive and giving LSU a 17-10 lead with just minutes left. The LSU sideline erupted in celebration. Players and coaches alike knew how much was at stake, and Nussmeier had delivered under the brightest lights. But this drive was about more than just numbers on a stat sheet. It was a testament to Nussmeier's leadership, his resilience, and his ability to inspire his teammates in the most critical moments. Outdueling Clemson's Cade Klubnik, Nussmeier showed he's not just a talented quarterback, he's ready for the spotlight and the challenges that come with it. This drive didn't just change the scoreboard, it defined the game and reignited LSU's championship hopes, uniting the team and fans in belief. With LSU now holding the lead, the tension in the stadium was palpable. But everyone knew Clemson wasn't done yet, and the battle was far from over. With time running out, Clemson had one last chance to tie the game. Klubnik moved the Tigers into the red zone, but LSU's defense stood tall. On 4th and 4, Harold Perkins burst through the line, forcing Klubnik into an errant throw. The pass fell incomplete. LSU's sideline exploded in celebration. LSU's defense had been relentless, holding Clemson to just 31 rushing yards and making life miserable for Klubnik. Clemson's offense couldn't sustain drives against LSU's pressure despite their own defense forcing 2 turnovers. The final stand was a testament to LSU's grit and defensive strategy. This stop sealed a signature win for the Tigers. LSU's defense had delivered when it mattered most. Beating a top-5 Clemson team on the road is a season-defining moment for LSU. The Tigers proved their defense is for real, and Nussmeier's leadership gives them championship potential. Freshman Cade Durham and receiver Aaron Anderson emerged as key playmakers. This win gives LSU momentum and control of their destiny in the playoff race. The confidence from this gritty victory will carry them through the SEC gauntlet. LSU showed they can win tough, physical games, an essential trait for contenders. The fan base is energized, and the team believes they can go all the way. This night will be remembered as the moment LSU announced their arrival as true national title threats.